let's kick off this tour of the Prime 1 Studios booth at Wonder Festival with a look at the Nun. This is a 1/2 scale piece. I haven't seen the movie, so I can't tell you much more than it's big and very, very creepy. Beside her, we've got the Predator. This is a brand new reveal. You can see he's got multiple head options. It looks like 4 different heads on this piece. Very, very cool statue, but we're going to take a closer look at that one in 1 minute. First, check out this. This is the 1/6 adult blue from the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Very cool base on that statue. I like the kind of more realistic plant work that you have. It does come, this is the exclusive piece here, this little gold miniature blue. And beside him we've got baby blue. This is a life-size piece, again from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Very cool looking piece. You know, I like the texturing on the skin. Nice paint job with the blue striping. Look at the eyes. The eyes look very realistic, and the teeth as well. So a pretty cool piece from Jurassic World if you're into those movies. You got 2 options there for the Velociraptor. I like this one here. Looks meaner to me, even though it's a bit smaller. The Nun as well. Super creepy. Look at that Predator. Oh, it's so good. That's a 1/4 scale Predator. So we're gonna take a closer look in 1 second. Just to recap some movie pieces. We got adult blue, we got baby blue, we got the Nun, and we got the Predator over there. So let's go take a look at that right now. Alright everybody, here is an up-close look at this brand new Predator from Prime 1. They're calling this the Big Game 2 Predator. I'm sure that's some kind of licensing semantics because, I mean, who's kidding who here? This is the Jungle Hunter. This is the original Predator that we all know and love from that Arnold Schwarzenegger classic movie. And it looks awesome. Look at this base here. It's got some realistic plant work happening here. All over the base. You look at the stake on the log here. Take a close look at that, kind of creeping on that log. Vines creeping all over the rock formation. Again, look at the plants, how they kind of drape over the rocks. Very, very cool base. The accessory over here has the same type of jungle base. It really gives a nice jungle feel to both of these guys. The skinned man, you remember early on in the movie when they find the skinned soldiers hanging from the trees. So that's a nod to that very first kind of hint that there's something bigger, something more evil in this jungle that's hunting them, perhaps. So that looks like a separate piece that you don't necessarily have to display. I'm guessing it's going to be some kind of deluxe version. Now look at this water on the base here. They use a clear resin to give water. You got bones all over the base, skulls there in the back for trophies. You got this fresh trophy with the spine still attached in his hand. You got the control panel on his gauntlet on the forearm. And with any Predator, you get extra heads, and this one has 4 swap out heads. You saw the bio helmet on the statue there, an alternate bio helmet. Not familiar with that one, but you get the 2 unmasked, and this is what's got me excited about this piece. Closed mouth version, that's okay. It's the open mouth version that's gonna make this statue look awesome. That's the one that I want on any Predator statues, the open mouth mandibles, because that makes him look awesome. Let's step back here, look at the whole thing again, take it all in. This is a brand new Predator from Prime 1 Studios, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Alright everyone, let's kick off the comic section of this tour with Bane. This is Bane versus Batman, 1/3 scale. This is the comic book version of Bane, and let me tell you, it's enormous. I mentioned it's 1/3 scale, but it's Bane, so he's even bigger. This statue's huge. Great muscle detail on the guy. You can see the canisters, the venom canister on the back, the venom tubes going directly into his wrists, into the back of his head. Nice texturing on the costume, great detailing on the armored boots and things. Look at the muscles, the veins, you got the blood, his shirt's torn up. And great mask, comic book style mask. Batman, you know, it's Bane versus Batman, but this isn't much of a fight here. He's laying broken and beaten in the mud where he deserves to be. Bane really tired of licking on him here. So very, very cool piece from Prime 1. Huge statue, so make sure you got the room. But if you're a big time Batman fan, I think you're really going to love this piece. You may want to look at picking it up. Okay, here's another new reveal from the Prime 1 booth at Wonder Festival. We got Medieval Batman from the Dark Knight's Metal comic book series. I haven't read the series. I don't know a lot about this version of Batman. I do know it was sculpted by Marco Plouffe, who also did the Shogun Batman for XM Studios. So, great choice of sculptor because he's familiar with this style, this armored up style, and he did a fantastic job here. You can see the real fur on the belt and the boots, around his wrists there as well. So some mixed media in there, mixed media cape as well. I mean, check out the detailing on the armor, the gilded gold on the breastplate, the chainmail around the neck. Look at his expression, full of desperation here, and why not? Because he's battling this giant Joker, demon, dragon thing that's swirling around the base around him. Very, very cool piece. It is enormous, and it is a bit of a niche Batman, so I'm guessing you're going to have to be a real hardcore Batman fan to jump in on this one, but very, very cool piece. Again, sculpted by Marco Plouffe. Brand new reveal from Wonder Festival. Medieval Batman from Dark Knight Metal. Okay, the last of the comic book section at the Prime 1 booth is another new reveal. This is Red Sonja, 1/3 scale, and just take this one in for a second because it looks absolutely phenomenal. You got the giant snake monster on the base. Look at the venom pouring out of his fangs, the detail on the scales, the horns, the teeth. Fantastic. You got the little snakes there coiling around his body, the skulls all over the base. Mixed media on the boots. It is a mixed media cape as well, but it is removable. And then look at Red Sonja herself. Great figure on her. Look at the face. Isn't that a fantastic face? She looks determined and fierce here. She's about to skewer this snake like a kebab. His days are over. Look at this. Fantastic looking piece. For me, my personal favorite is probably the Predator from their booth, but if I'm being objective, this might be the best of the show from Prime 1. This is Red Sonja, 1/3 scale. Alright, a little bit of bonus footage for you here. I want to get some close-ups of the face because I saw some comments on Facebook saying the face looked anime. This doesn't look anime. This statue looks awesome. The face is probably my favorite part about it. She looks so determined, as I said earlier. Very strong, very focused. She's ready to do some damage here. And as I said, face looks really, really good. I think this is sort of the prime angle here to look at the statue. You get a little bit of that butt shot right there, but you also get a great look at the face. Look at her. She's a warrior right here. She's ready to, as I said, just skewer this snake. He doesn't know what's coming for him here. Here, let's step back, give you a good look at what I think is sort of the prime angle for this statue. Red Sonja, a really fantastic reveal from Prime 1 here at Wonder Festival. Alright, let's kick off the anime wing of the Prime 1 booth with a look at a brand new Evangelion piece. And this is sort of an original take on this particular robot. It's an original design, designed in collaboration with Josh Nizzi, who worked on some of the Transformers for Prime 1. You can see the anime side very popular here at this particular booth. And Evangelion, super popular license here. I mean, it's everywhere throughout the show floor. And this one's a bit of a unique take, so something a little different, which is kind of cool. I love this base. Love how he's sort of ripping through this city here. Makes the robot look enormous. Great looking piece. I gotta be honest. So an original take on Evangelion from Prime 1. Alright, some more Evangelion from Prime 1 Studio. We got a couple of pilots. Here is Asuka, kind of coming out of the entry plug or the cockpit of the robot, essentially. Striking a nice pose here as she does so. And why not? I'd probably do the same if I just saved the world and I came out of my giant purple robot. I'd probably stick my butt out like Rei's doing here. Why not? I can do whatever I want. So these statues here, I mean, they look alright. I don't know a lot about the series, so I can't comment on too much on accuracy and things, but you know, as I said, Evangelion's super popular license. You're going to find a lot of statues and figures of these characters around, but probably not in this size. These are quite large. These might go well with the rest of the line from Prime 1 Studio, but as I said, I think you're going to have a lot of options for these particular characters, but they look pretty good. Very popular here, as I said. Another look at Asuka and Rei. So anyways, let's move on, look at a couple more anime pieces from the booth. Alright, so here's another anime piece from the Prime 1 booth. This is from the Saint Seiya series, Knights of the Zodiac, Ikki, Phoenix Ikki. You can see in the back here, you can see that light in behind it, which is lighting up the Phoenix. Now this statue will have a built-in light up feature, but it wasn't working for this event. You know, these convention pieces take an absolute beating. They travel around. They get, you know, setup time is you know, maybe a couple hours to get the whole booth set up. So they take a bit of a beating, but it will have a built-in light up feature. This is a nice looking piece overall, sculpted by Wanda Kurniawan, who I think does a really nice job of anime style faces. I can't comment too much on accuracy. I don't know a lot about this series, but here's a close-up for you, and you can judge for yourself. But overall, it's a nice looking piece. I like the paint. You know, the colors really pop on it. I like that Phoenix lit up behind him. So really cool. We're going to move on to some Gantz pieces. Alright, some pieces from Gantz. Oh, we got Reika and Anzu. Two different versions of Reika. Here we got closed mouth version, white undies. I'll give you a good look at her. This option, the alternate is open mouth, black undies. And then beside her you got Anzu, which I really like that one. I hadn't seen it before today. I think she looks pretty good. But these are quite the outfits. I'm not familiar with Gantz. It's sort of a 3D CGI style anime. I think it's on Netflix, so I may check this show out. But a couple nice offerings from Prime 1 in Gantz O. Alright, so to round out the anime section of the Prime 1 booth, we got another in their very successful Berserk line. This is the Skull Knight. The statue got some pretty nice armor detailing on him. I like the paint, the weathering on the shield you can see. Take a close look at the base. The candles around his feet, they do light up. You can see a little bit of flickering light inside of there. Mixed media cape. Pretty cool looking piece. As I said, the Berserk line for Prime 1 has been super successful for them. They had a couple Guts statues in 1/4. They got new Guts in 1/3. And a couple other characters from the series as well. So this just continues the line, so I think it's been very successful for them. I hope this is successful so you get more characters from the series. You know, fans should be pretty happy with this. It looks pretty cool. So we're going to move on to some gaming pieces now. Alright, we're going to kick off the gaming section of the Prime 1 booth with a couple God of War statues. We got Kratos and his son Atreus there on the left, battling Baldur on the right, and these will be sold separately, but it is really a diorama. They do go together very nicely here in this battle scene. Take a look at Kratos up close. Great armor detailing on him. I like the base, the snow, a big tree in the middle. This is a really cool base on the other Baldur statue. I love the little monsters. Look at the arrows sticking in his head. Very cool. Now, if you're going to display both of these together, plan accordingly, because it will take up a lot of space. It's very large, the two of them together. But as I said, very cool bases on these pieces. I really like this one with these sort of tree zombies. I haven't played the game, so I don't know the official name of these monsters, but we'll give you a close-up look on Kratos here. Look at the armor detailing, really, really nice. Getting close on his face. Nice grimace there. Very determined. It looks like he wants to take this guy's head right off. But nice armor detailing, nice texturing on the suit. You know, same thing with Atreus' suit. Here we got look at the braided beard. on Baldur, and the tattoos, again, texturing on the clothing. Very cool base, again, another look at that. Very cool pieces, but plan accordingly if you want to get both. They're very large. We're going to move on to some Street Fighter. Alright, so here's some Street Fighter pieces from Prime 1. We got Ryu. These are all Street Fighter 5 designs. So here he is. He's charging up his Hadouken there. And he does have a swap out torso. Bit of a different look. Kind of scraps the energy effect. Kind of in a ready stance here, ready to fight. This is probably how I'd go. I like this look. Nice use of clear resin on this piece. Great muscle detail, nice texturing and everything. So really nice piece for Ryu fans. Looking good. Got the big feet, the big hands in Street Fighter style. I mentioned texturing. Beside him you have Akuma, fan favorite character. He's always one of the first 1 or 2 characters that come out in any Street Fighter line. And again, this is the Street Fighter 5 look. You can see the kanji on the back of his gi. I like this base. He's sort of jumping through this big stone statue. You got the energy effect around his feet here, adding that power effect. Dynamic piece, I like the pose. Again, like he's jumping through that statue. Energy effect on his hand. Got nice texturing and muscle detail, skin texturing. I'm not a huge fan of that lion mane type of hairdo. This is the look that I would prefer for this piece. This is the Akuma that I'm more familiar with. I played a lot more Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 2, so this is the look that I'd go with. You got the big beaded necklace, great muscle detailing. I love that face. Like I said, this is more what I'm familiar with for Akuma, but I'm sure fans of Street Fighter 5 will be happy with that. And moving on to a new piece from this event, this is of course Ken Masters. No swap out torso shown for him. I'm not sure if he'll have one or not. I'm assuming he will have a more classic look to swap out. This is the Street Fighter 5 look. He looks pretty good. Again, big feet, big hands. He really has that nice Street Fighter signature style. And continuing the great texturing and muscle detail from the other two. The use of the clear resin, energy effects, on all three looks really, really nice. So there you go. We got Ryu, we got Akuma, and of course Ken from the Street Fighter line. Alright guys, we're going to wrap up the booth tour here of the Prime 1 display at Wonder Festival. Bloodborne the Hunter. Very cool piece, lots of details. Love the base here. I was about to execute this guy with his giant axe. We got the two Luden statues, the Kojima Productions mascot. We got 1/2 scale or 1/4 scale. Now, I haven't been able to get close to this Death Stranding piece here all day, but you can see that one there based on Norman Reedus' likeness, the actor from The Walking Dead. Looks pretty good. 1/2 scale piece. And now moving on to a couple Devil May Cry statues, Devil May Cry 5. Haven't played the game yet, but I do love this base. It looks very, very cool. Very creepy looking monster. I think this piece done by Wanda Kurniawan, and I apologize if I'm getting that name wrong, but also did the Ikki statue that we saw earlier. A few people here waiting to take pictures of Dante, so we're going to let them get their pics, and then we're going to jump in there. But again, I really like how the base, it mirrors the Nero base. Similar monster that he's standing on, but mirrored, as I said. These are going to look good side by side. There's a good shot of Dante for you. Giant sword over his shoulder. Got the sawn-off shotgun. And these are both really highly detailed pieces, as you'd expect from Prime 1, who overall have had a really nice display. Great gaming pieces, movie pieces, anime. My personal favorite, the Predator. The Predator looked amazing. Red Sonja also looked amazing. That might be the best one of the show. But thanks for watching, guys. There's the entire Prime 1 Studios booth from Summer Wonder Festival 2019 in Tokyo, Japan. Great showing from Prime 1. Here goes some Street Fighter. Alright, guys, thanks for watching.